I bought a 1 ounce gold coin. It's been on my wish list for a long time, this Austrian Philharmonic, and it was a right bargain, let me tell you. Spot price, or just a little bit above with postage from the Silver Forum. So I'm unboxing it today. This is in the future, but we're going to unbox it, test it, and see what it's all about, and talk about why I bought it. Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and welcome to another Precious Metal Ramble. So I bought a 1 ounce gold coin for spot price from the Silver Forum. Wouldn't think it to look at this gigantic package. It's probably the biggest I've ever seen for just one coin. But hopefully that gold coin is in here, and I want to unbox it, show it to you, talk about why I bought it, but also what I do when I get them, how we test them, how do we make sure that it's real. Because a lot of the time I get asked, buying off the secondary market, like places like the Silver Forum or YouTube or Facebook or wherever it might be, you are at risk of getting scammed. How do you know that what you're buying is real? And that's a very legitimate question, and one that a lot of people are right to ask themselves. In fact, if you weren't asking yourself that question, I'd be a little bit more concerned. Now, generally speaking, the Silver Forum and other platforms, look at this, a Ralph Lauren box, other platforms are very good, but it does take just one or two bad apples to ruin the stew, so to speak. But the Silver Forum generally is a really safe place. There's a huge amount of different members with feedback, so always start there by researching your buyer. But another thing that you can do to kind of protect yourself when you get your coin is to video the unboxing like this, so you can see what it's like when you get it. And there we have the one singular gold coin in the box. Rather nice box, I have to say. I'm going to keep that box, and we're going to sort of maybe, I don't know, we'll use it for something, maybe storage, who knows. But anyway, here's the coin in the bubble wrap. First off, this is a really good example of how to package a coin, and I make jokes about the big box here, but let's be quite frank. If this is being sent through the post, somebody's not going to suspect that inside it is just one singular gold coin. So good job to the seller there. And that's, I think, just a prime example of, you know, that the Silver Forum memberships, the Silver Forum selling community is actually quite smart, quite savvy. So inside we have got our gold coin, and this is a 1 ounce gold Philharmonic. It's something that I've been wanting to get my hands on for a very long time, this coin. I really love these Philharmonics. The silvers are great, the gold looks fantastic, but I never had an opportunity to buy one, and they always came at somewhat of a premium as well. So it was always a little bit like, I really want one, but I can't justify the premium, and then something came along on the Silver Forum which was at spot price. Granted, a little bit above spot price when you factor in postage, but at spot. And in fact, I'm really happy with this deal. So looking like a good coin now. But of course, one thing that you should always do is test and verify that your coins are real when you get them. Now, for me, I have a Sigma Metalytics machine here, but I'm going to show you a few other things that you can do if you don't have the luxury of buying a £1,000 piece of kit to test your coins, and that includes weight tests. We're going to do some diameter checking here as well. And a little magnet. This little thing that I've got here is your best friend. It's not necessarily going to tell you if something is or is not fake, but even through a capsule, if this was a ferrous metal, it would stick to it, and it's not. As you can see, it's running all over the place. So always make sure that you check your coin when you get it. If it's from a secondary source like this, it's really imperative to do that. In fact, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop it on the Sigma. This is what I would do generally if I'm buying gold coins like this from any sort of source, to be quite frank. Even from a dealer, I would put the coins that I get from them on there. If it was a second-hand coin, definitely. If it was a brand new coin from them, I probably would still do it, but I wouldn't necessarily feel like I had to. So these machines work through capsules, as you can see, and that's absolutely perfect, right in the middle of the brackets there on both sides of the coin. Fantastic. So for me, that's great. But as I said, many people don't have Sigmas. So what else can you do to check your coin? Well, the first things I would suggest that you do is to test the weight, the diameter, and the thickness, because ultimately it's going to come down to the density of the gold coin that you've got, whether or not it's real gold. And there's only one way to calculate density, and that's knowing its weight, its diameter, and its thickness, and then you can calculate that density. Although theoretically you don't need to calculate the density here if everything is matching up in terms of where those numbers are. So we're going to have to get the coin out of the capsule to do this, and please don't worry that I'm handling this barehanded. I am not bothered about the quality of this coin. It's done as bullion. I'm going to keep it as nice as I possibly can, don't get me wrong, but here it is. So 1 ounce of gold, we're looking at 31.105 minimum, I would say. So they have 31.13, so we've got a little bit of extra free gold on this coin, which is very good indeed. Getting yourself a set of very accurate scales is, I think, a real critical thing that you can do to help protect yourself. Now, you don't have to get something quite as fancy as the scales I've got here, which are trading standards, calibrated and approved, but there are plenty of good scales out there that you could get your hands on that would be very accurate, down to 2 decimal places at least, and double check them as well with actual calibrated weights that you know are right. So if you've got another 1 ounce gold coin, for example, weigh that, see what your scales are bringing that up as. So that's well within the nice weight range there for what we want. Now we're just going to have a quick look at the diameter. You'll have to excuse that my calipers here have run out of battery. So, and I don't have any replacement batteries, so we're just going to have to do this by eye. But you can see here, the diameter there is bang on 37. If I can get that up close to the camera. Just trying to multitask and look at the coin. So there you go, 37, which is exactly what the diameter of these coins should be. And then the thickness is, I've just got my 2 little magnets there. You can see how strong they are. They'll go straight to anything ferrous. And again, we're looking here with the magnets, nothing. Thickness here should be 2 millimeters in diameter. Do this one nice and careful, not to damage the coin. And you can see there, bang on 2 millimeters, which is great. So from my perspective, even if I didn't have the Sigma Metalytics machine, this gold coin meets all of my requirements. Now, if you wanted to go a step further, you could then put this through a specific gravity test where you suspend it in water. I've done videos on that before. I'm not going to do that today. But again, that's another way of measuring the density. Again, you're going to have to weigh the coin outside the water, inside the water, and find a way to suspend it without touching any of the sides. But generally speaking, if your weights are perfect or within a really acceptable range like that there, even if it's a little bit more than 31.1045 of an ounce, or grams I should say, and your diameter and thickness are all right, then you're golden. Literally that phrase, you're golden. So this is a 1 ounce gold coin. I am very happy with it. I bought this even though gold prices are a lot higher than some of the other historic gold prices that I've purchased at in the past. I'm happy with my gold purchases. This is a very much sort of the pension stack kind of thing. And a spot price purchase, even a little bit above, I know, because of the postage, but we're talking, you know, 0.5 percentage point over spot price, which is significantly less than the 4 or 5% that you'd pay for this coin, if not more, to be quite frank. I think they're going for about 6% at the moment on various different dealers' websites. Granted, this is not a brand new one, this is 2015, but you get my point, that it is not something you'll get for spot very often. So it is possible to buy gold at spot price. Perhaps I could have even tried to negotiate a deal with the seller to get that free postage, but you know, these things are often not to be kind of, you look at great deals on the Silver Forum and you see them coming from great members and you think, yeah, this is fine for me. So 1 ounce gold added to the stack. I think you'll find it is a wonderful piece and a wonderful coin. I haven't really even done a review of the coin. Perhaps we'll feature this on an In Focus Friday at some point in the future, as I really do like these, and I love the fact that it's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was. But maybe we'll save that review for another time. For now, if you have not checked out the Silver Forum, it's well worth looking at their website. There are links down in the description box below. I've heard a lot of people say, well, it's a subscription website, you have to pay for these things. It's not. You can be a free member on the Silver Forum. However, I would say that you're not going to ever get deals like this one if you're not a paid member. And the reason is that the sales section there is protected behind that paywall. A lot of the people that sell regularly on there are registered members. They pay their monthly fees and stuff, which adds a layer of protection in that a lot of people don't think about as well. The Silver Forum has, of course, all of their personal details, addresses, bank details, all of card details, all of that thing. So if there ever was an issue, then it would be very easy, I think, to sort of work out with the authorities perhaps who and where somebody might be. I know it's not really been tried and tested, so to speak, because there's something like 33,000 positive bits of feedback with only 24 negatives, and I can pretty much say with certainty that each of those 24 negatives is not where there was a massive theft of coins or money. It's probably more down to bad trades or bad standard coins or trades in bad faith, that kind of thing. So, but 24 out of 33,000 is minuscule, absolutely tiny, and you'll find the community there is very good. So There we have my new 1 ounce gold coin. Very happy with it, and I hope you've enjoyed this video and see what it's like when you buy one, what you do with it when you buy it, and how you make sure that you keep safe when you're buying from members off the internet, whether it's on social media, the Silver Forum, or anywhere else for that matter. That's it from me. Thank you one and all for watching. If you are a BYB Rambling Society member and you've watched all the way to the end, then thank you. You are cool, and we'll see you on the next video. And if you're not subscribed or you're not a BYB Rambling Society member, then you are now because you've watched to this point. So hit that subscribe button with the alarm bell if you want to get notifications. Otherwise, that's it from me. We'll see you on the next video. As always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.